Hi, my name is Julie and I make and sell cards, and today I'm going to make 2 fun fold cards just like this. And I'm going to use some fall paper that has some fun patterns to it. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer, and I've pre-cut all the paper, I hope. This is going to be for my sentiment in the front. So this is the card base. I will put all the measurements in the description box, but it is 5.5 by 4.25, and it's just a piece of cardstock. And then the fold up piece is 4 by 12, and I'm going to score it, not cut it, so I'm going to move my blade away. I'm going to score it at 4, and then I'm going to pull this out and score it at 8. So I have 3 squares here of 4 by 4. Okay, I'm just going to move this off to the side. And so it is going to be a landscape card. Move some of these pieces a little bit over while I assemble this. Okay. Nope, I wanted it to go this way. So this is two-tone cardstock. So just having the outside be here and here. Okay, glue. There we go. Let's see, do I want to glue the stuff together on it? Yeah, let's glue these pieces first. So I have some of my decorations. This is my front layer, which is my favorite piece of this pack of paper. It's so pretty. Oh, hold on. I need to trim that actually because it's not folding. All right, this is the front. Yes. So I'm going to put that here, but this is a little bit long, so I might just trim just so it closes a little bit more easily. I'm just going to bring my trimmer in because when I'm closing it, see how it's not closing? So either I messed up a little bit, so I am just going to like maybe a 1/16 of an inch, very little. It doesn't need that much. Whoops. Mess it up too much. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so now it closes. Oh, it still is being funny. That wasn't enough. Ugh. Okay, one more try. Maybe it needed 1/8 of an inch. Which, when I did it the first time, it was totally fine. But because I'm doing a video, that's why. Anyway, here we go. Now that seems better. Okay, so now I'm going to glue. I'll glue this one down. And I'm putting it over to the right side. So I have this space here that I'm going to also decorate, but this side is a little bit thicker. And so I have these 2 pieces. This is 1.25 by 4 that I'm going to put over here, and then I emboss this Calypso Coral, which kind of matches here. I like the emboss look. I just think it adds some texture to a card and looks pretty neat. So I'm just gonna put this over here. I also like borders. I think that they kind of help make a card look finished. So I did all of the pre-work ahead of time. I like to keep my videos kind of short, but I liked how this pulled up the some of the oranges. Okay, so then I also cut out some pieces from paper. So I had this piece of paper, which came from my original, and I had some edge pieces, which, you know, I just kind of like to fussy cut for some elements for focal points, but sometimes it's hard to do, like, oh, this is cute, but I just had a few on the ends, and I did that. I just cut around so you can kind of see this was on the edge, so I'm just going to put it on the edge of my card here. So you can still use those little pieces. So I'm just going to line this up right on the edge. Oh, I put a little extra glue on the top there. Bring it all the way to the bottom. So this is the piece that folds out. And then this one was also had a little bit on the bottom. So it has a flat edge here. So I'm just going to line it up with the flat edge of my fold up piece, and same with this one. And I have this little focal point here on the inside of my card, just to decorate it a little bit. So then this here was 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Oh, you know, I wanted to stamp on this before. I like to stamp before I glue things down. So I'm going to stamp these pumpkins. And where did these pumpkins come from? I don't know. They came from these stamps that I had. I think it's from an old set, a fall set that I had last year. And I'm going with my non-traditional colors. So I'm using Coastal Cabana there to decorate my little insert where I will, where I can write my note. Okay, and this card just needs the sentiment. So I have the same color. I cut out my sentiment piece, and this actually came from last year's paper pumpkin. I keep them in a little booklet. And am I going to use this? No, I was going to use Secrecy for my sentiment, and I liked what it says, sending autumn wishes your way. And this one for my sentiment, I am going to pop up on dimensionals and put it on the front. I like using dimensionals for my sentiments. Just kind of pops it up, gives it a little bit more interest. So this little fun fold is finished. Okay, and so now I'm going to make a second one, and this time I'm going to use pattern paper for the part that folds out. Let me just close up some of these ink pads before I get ink on something that I don't want it to be. So same dimensions here, 5.5 by 4 1/4 for my base. This one is a little bit smaller because I just had a smaller square. This is 3.5 by 3.5. It's going to go on the inside. I have a piece to go on the left side. This is the same shape for my sentiment. And then this is the piece that is going to be folded out. And so now I have to just be more gentle when I'm scoring it because it's thinner paper. So this is going to be the front, and it is directional, as you can see, but the nice part is, since it folds up, it'll be okay, and I can use both sides because I just loved this side too. I thought it was really fun. So same scoring at 4 and then 8. I wonder if I was off a little bit last time. Or sometimes the paper isn't exactly 12. It's close, but not exactly. That could be it. So, all right, so this is going to be my front and inside, and then this is going to fold up, and when it folds up, I'm going to trim that off again too. Just funny that I didn't have to do that before. That's fine. Just a 16th. Let's see if that was enough. Down. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So this will make it a little bit thinner too, which this is not thick at all though, but this will make it even thinner because it's thinner paper. Okay, so now I am ready. I'll glue it down. I'm going to do it the same. I'm doing it on the right side when you're looking at it. You could even make this a, I'm doing landscape, but this could be a vertical card too, a portrait style. So I like having a little border around, so that's why I went with the 4-inch square on my 4 1/4 inch side, so that I have a little bit of a border. And then I have this lighter pink here, oops, that I embossed. And when something's embossed, I like to give it a little bit extra glue. Oops. Nope. Come on. There we go. I like the little border. All right. And then I'm just going to clean off my pumpkins. This time I'm going to have pink pumpkins on my inside. I'm going with the non-traditional fall colors. I recently made a bunch of Christmas cards with non-traditional Christmas colors beyond just the red and green, so I'm on this little kick of using not your typical colors. Okay, so that's the inside. I do have some string that I'm going to put over here, but first I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I just got to clean off my stamp from using the blue. I'm going to use the pink again. Same sentiment. It fits really nicely on this one that I cut. And I'm not sure if you can tell, it has little design on the edge. Okay. Same thing, I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. Just a nice little card to send to someone who likes fall. A lot of people like the fall season, but this is a very different color. It's more of a summery color, but it's August. It is still summer. So I'm going to use this matching twine. This color is this cool pink color. It's actually called the Flirty Flamingo, and it's a nice, bright, fun color. Mostly summery. Oh, I wonder if I brought over scissors. I did. Okay, so I'm going to wrap my twine around this side here, which I did with that first card, and just grab my scissors and make a little bow. Need to trim it a little bit. My tails are a little bit long, but there it is. Oops. This tail isn't very long, but that one is. So trim this off a little bit. These aren't my ribbon scissors, so they don't cut as good as my ribbon scissors do, but gives it a little nice look here. Kind of brings in the colors, like it's different shades of pink, which I think is pretty fun. And then you can see the inside. This is a great layout when you like both sides of your pattern paper and they kind of go together, so you can highlight both sides. And it's actually one that you could do with when you have a directional layout, because sometimes that gets tricky when you're using both sides. So just a little fun fold, pretty easy. These are the two that I made. This is the one I made earlier, all in the same paper pack that I got. I'll link that. I'll put the name of it. I think it's called Pumpkin Patch. Let me see. Yeah, Painted Patch. It's a brand new set that is coming out. Here's some different ones from it. That's coming out in September from StampinUp. I did my demonstrator pre-order. That's why I have it, but it will be available September 1st. All right. So I hope you enjoyed these cards and this layout, and thank you for watching.